This is gonna be the story about how I turned down a porn star, bro. Now I know a lot of you guys would have loved to have been in that position. And as you're gonna see in the story, there was guys who wanted to be in that position. But this is the story of the night that I rejected a porn star. So I was working my security gig. As you guys know, I was a bouncer. And Saturday night, again, it was banging. It was banging. Now this was, I believe, pre-COVID, so this must have been around 2019. And in walks one of the old members of my security team. We used to call him YL. So in walks YL, an Arab Middle Eastern guy. He was from Jordan. And he's with a group of people, right? He's with a group of like 4 or 5 people. I believe there was another guy with them. And I think there was like 2 or 3 girls with him. So I say what's up to him. I don't really pay attention to the group because I didn't see anything crazy. Maybe it slipped by me. I don't know. But I didn't really pay attention. So I said what's up to him, and they sit down at a table towards the DJ booth, right? And about 20, 30 minutes later, he comes up to me because I'm standing post, right? I'm just standing there. He comes up to me. He's like, yo, there's a girl who's with my crew, and she kind of likes you. And I'm like, okay, who is it? And then he points to her. And as I look, I see this white, super voluptuous, but super, super thick girl. Borderline BBW. I think that's what they call them, right? But she wasn't like a full blown BBW though, but she was just super thick though, right? Tatted out. She had a lot of tattoos. And I look at him and I'm like, yo, she's not my type. He's like, what do you mean, bro? She's hot as hell. I'm like, she's not my type. So then he goes back to sit down, right? And 15 minutes later, he comes back up to me and he's like, yo, here, she wants you to give her your Instagram. So I look at the phone, I type in my Instagram, bam, 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 bam. He goes back, sits down. She hits the follow button, and as soon as she follows me, bro, I see like 1.2 million followers on her Instagram page. And I'm like, what the fuck? Coming to find out, this bitch is a porn star, bro. You know what I'm saying? Profile pictures, completely nude, basically, except for the nipples, right? And the pussy, but completely nude. You know what I'm saying? I think like 1.2 million followers, somewhere around there. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So as my security boss comes around, I hand him my phone and I'm like, yo, look, you see that chick over there? This is her. And when he looked at that phone, bro, his eyes were gonna like just fall out, like just lunge forward, bro. Cause he was like drooling. You know what I'm saying? He was like, what the fuck? Like you can tell in his face that he was digging that chick, bro. Like he really liked that chick. So he liked them pictures so much that he called the club owner. And you guys already know that this club owner was on top of everything. Anything that moved, he'd holler at, right? So he called the club owner over and I was like, oh fuck. These guys are gonna see this bitch is trying to holler at me and I'm gonna get in trouble or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he called him over and he showed the boss the pictures and he was like, what the fuck? Like he flipped out, bro. Like this guy was probably on coke half the time. So no disrespect to him, right? But he was like flipping. I was like, what the fuck? And then he was like trying to ask me who it was and I pointed over there. And I was scared because I thought that they were gonna go talk to her. You know what I'm saying? And she was gonna like think that I was snitching on her or that I was talking about her. So I was like, fuck, what the fuck did I do? You know what I'm saying? So 20 minutes later, bro, they go up and like say what's up to that whole table and that section. And I'm just having my back turned. I pretend like I'm not even there because I was just embarrassed. Like, oh, fuck. This chick is going to think I was like showing her profile to other people. And she's going to think I'm talking about her, which I was. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, fuck. So the next thing you know, a couple minutes later, the guy comes back again to me and he's like, bro, she wants to talk to you, bro. And I'm like, yo, what she want to say? And he said, she wants to talk to you, bro. And I'm like, okay, tell her to come over here. You know what I'm saying? I tell him, tell her to come over here. So he tells her to come over here. Now she's walking up to me. I already know this isn't going to go well. Because to be frank, I'm not into these kind of females. You know, I've talked about it before. Like females that were super like explicit, females that were like with a bunch of other dudes or shit like that. Like I never wasn't really into that. Like I like more exclusive shit. Like I don't get turned on by bitches that fuck a bunch of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, that's a turnoff. I was always more turned on by the bitches that would tell niggas no, you know what I'm saying, or look at niggas ugly and turn them down. So I'm already not even into this chick. Meanwhile, my boss is over here talking about how I'm gay. And then my security boss, he's over here like wilding out. Like, why don't you talk to her? Why don't you like her? I'm just, nah, it's not my type. But anyways, she's walking up to me and I already know this isn't gonna go well. And she says, what's up? Hey, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? And she's like, good, handsome. How about you? I'm like, I'm doing good. And I'm like, hey, I just wanted to tell you that I don't like older women. You know what I'm saying? Because I just wanted to keep a buck with her. I wanted to just tell her straight up, like, listen, I know you got my Instagram and shit. And I know you like me because your friend told me, but I'm just not into you. I don't like older women. You know what I'm saying? And then she just looked at me, bro. And she just sat back down. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, that's the end of it. You know what I'm saying? I told her the truth. That's the end of the story. Next thing you know, bro, like 3 minutes later, she walks up and leaves towards the exit and never comes back. And I'm like, okay, did she leave because she got mad or she left somewhere else? Because her friends are still over here. And then 5 minutes later, after she doesn't come back in, that the friend that was trying to hook me up with her, he's like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You told her that you don't like older women. And I was like, yeah, bro, I'm just telling her the truth. He's like, what the fuck is the matter with you? She was like having a breakdown and shit. So basically, bro, this chick had a breakdown psychologically because apparently she got rejected by me. And I was like, bro, I was just being honest with her. Like I had no idea in my head that this chick was gonna take that such a wrong way that she was gonna leave the club and start crying and never come back for the whole night. And then I started to realize, like, yo, these chicks, their egos are so high, bro. They get so many DMs. She had millions of followers, bro. And I'm not gonna say who it is because I don't want beef and I don't want to put her on the spot like that. You know what I'm saying? But she had so many followers and so many people just trying to fuck her that the first time a guy told her no, apparently that shit just crushed her. You know what I'm saying? Newsflash, we go through this on a daily, women. You know what I'm saying? So just because one guy told you this shit on a random night, you already having a mental breakdown and you already trying to suicide yourselves. You know what I'm saying? So she literally took it that wrong, bro. To the point when I had her whole crew like coming up to me, like beefing with me, bro. They were telling me like, yo, what's wrong with you? Why would you say that? And in my head, I'm like, bro, am I forced to like her? If I don't fucking like her, I don't fucking like her. You know what I'm saying? And then I have my bosses over here talking shit about me because they're saying that I'm gay because I don't like her. So it's like that shit was corny, bro. Like I had no idea that she was gonna take it like that. He literally said, bro, you made this girl cry and leave, and she's having a breakdown, talking about how you're an asshole. I'm like, dude, I just told her the fucking truth. I do not like older women. She looked older and she was hella thick, but I'm not gonna tell her she's fat. She wasn't really fat though. Like she was like really, really thick. You know, huge titties, bro. Like we're talking about voluptuous titties, big ass, like just something over the top, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's a story of how I rejected a porn star, and these women cannot handle rejection, bro. That's when I learned, like, yo, these women cannot handle rejection, but they love to reject everybody else. So it makes no sense. But damn, that's the story of when I said no to a porn star, bro. I know a lot of you guys would have loved that situation, but me personally, I'm not. That's not the type of situation that I'm into. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a turn on for me. That she's fucking a bunch of different dudes and she's out there like that. That shit is a turn off. I'm not into that new school shit, bro. The moment that I see a woman who's exclusive, who says no a lot, who turns down a lot of dudes, that's the woman that I like. That's more the woman that I'm into. So don't be scared to tell these women no, man. You know what I'm saying? But just be careful because they might have a breakdown like this bitch. You know what I'm saying? But that was a story, man. I know you guys like the bouncer stories. Like the goddamn video, and I'll be back in the next video. Southpaw Huncho. Peace.